Hey everyone, I'm Maggie Moon, the Global Village Witch. Thank you so very much for joining me today for day 24 of the 31 Days of Magic hashtag that was put forth by Dee from Divination and Yvette, the Witch of Willow Creek. Today we are going to be talking about mirror magic. So when we think of mirrors, we think of reflections, perhaps portals into the other world. Our very first mirrors were lakes, and I still am a big fan. Like, that's one of my favorite things, is when there is a beautiful, calm lake and the reflection of the landscape is mirrored in that lake. There is just something so magical and powerful about it. Many blades in the past were also used as mirrors. Mirrors are symbols of the moon, and as such, many people associate mirrors with the goddess Diana. And some people also associate mirrors with the great goddess Lilith. For it has been said that mirrors are the portal to Lilith's cave. So, as such, it can be used as a way of exploring her deep mysteries. Mirrors have been used in magic for a very long time, and there are so many things that you can do with them. And a lot of it, is just what you think of mirrors and how the type of magic resonates with you. You have to do what makes sense and what is meaningful for you, but I'm going to offer just a few suggestions. First, I'm going to talk about the different types of mirrors. Have different shapes of mirrors. So we have round mirrors and oval mirrors. Okay? Round and oval mirrors are great for scrying and for meditation. They're great to use as protection magic, especially if you have a smaller oval or round mirror. You can use it as a protective amulet to ward off the evil eye or negative energy being sent your way, and it can always be watchful for that type of thing, okay? Round mirrors can also bestow blessings and abundance, and for communication purposes, bringing harmony into the home. It can be used for beauty magic, spirit communication, self-improvement magic, all sorts of stuff. Okay, and then we have square or rectangle shaped mirrors. Okay, so these are great for when you want to control something. Okay, these are great at the square. Usually symbolizes controlling or boxing in something. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. It's the square mirrors can help keep us well grounded and keep our magic well grounded, but oftentimes you'll use them if you want to have some sort of control over a situation or person or thing. Okay. In addition to that, we have dark mirrors, black mirrors. This is mine. Okay, so this is great for scrying, for spirit communication, past life work, communicating with ancestors, so many things, okay? This is a very treasured item of mine. So let's talk about how we use mirrors in magic, or the way I do. Like I said, there are endless ways that you can use them. The only limit is your imagination. So you have to do what resonates with you. These are just my suggestions. So if I am using my scrying mirror, okay, so I will have it sat somewhere at eye level, okay, where I can comfortably gaze into it. Obviously, I would get myself into the meditative state, into a trance-like state. I will have either 1 or 2 candles lit beside the mirror. So if it's a spirit communication or whatever, I would use the appropriate colors. I would anoint around the mirror with the appropriate oil for that particular spirit. And obviously I would burn the appropriate incense. I would likely wear the oil on me as well. And I would use the N or the chant or use a sigil pertaining to that particular spirit. And once you're in that state, you're in that meditative state, you're starting to get into that trance-like state, okay? You can stare. Everybody has their own method. So sometimes I find staring directly at the reflection, like that little bit of reflection of myself in the mirror, and not staring too hard, but you try not to move your eyes. Okay, that's a sign of a powerful sorceress, if you are able to keep that gaze. But it's not 100% necessary. You should be able to allow yourself to blink without allowing it to disrupt you. So you'll have your gaze. Some people like to look not directly at the reflection, just kind of, you have it a little bit in your sight, but you're focusing just above and beyond it, allowing that. And you'll gaze at it until the image begins to transform into something else. And, then from there, you will be able to see and obtain answers or visions that you are seeking. And, if it doesn't happen the first time, it's not a big deal. Keep trying, but you're going to see something. So, so don't worry about that. Okay, so that's, or for scrying, or if you want to do past life recall or whatever, you'll just state your intention, have candles on either side, or just one candle off to the side. Some people like to have the candle where it can reflect just a wee bit into the surface to help create that effect. And with the incense billowing, it really sets the mood and creates an atmosphere, combined with your meditative state and your openness. A lot of great things can happen. Okay, let's say you want to clear a room of negative energy. You can actually hang a mirror in any corner. Okay, but the southern wall works the best. So you'll hang it if possible, or place it in a stand, or place it against the corner in the southern part of the house. And it doesn't actually have to be right directly in the corner. It could be in that quarter. I like putting it right on the corners. There's something extra magical about the corners. You'll instruct the mirror with your intention, and the intention can be that it removes any negative energy, any harmful spirits, any bad vibrations, all evil and negativity or harmful entities. And you'll instruct it that it is a vacuum, and it'll suck out the negative energy and spit it out into the vastness of space. Okay, and also after you do that, you'll want to put a block on the mirror, obviously with your intention, or a sigil. You can mark whatever symbol is meaningful to you. You can research some, or just put a psychic block on it, or ask protective spirits to block it so that the entities cannot return through the mirror. Okay, and then every now and then you're going to want to clean that protection mirror, and you can clean it using vinegar and actually an onion. You would cut an onion and rub it on the mirror, and then clean it off with the mirror. So that's one way of protective magic. Another way to use mirrors for protection, you can hang them in your window, okay, with the intention and the spell, saying that it will deflect and return any negativity that is sent your way. And you can place mirrors in various windows in your home. which is a great idea. You can also place a mirror on your altar with any intention that you want. It can reflect loving and beautiful energy, you know, out there. Or it can also be reflecting back anything that is being sent to you. So you can have your mirror and you'll place a black candle in front of it, and you can create a chant. It could be something as simple as black, black, send evil back, or black, black, send ill will back, or whatever, and keep chanting and instruct it to do that, and it'll send the negativity back. Okay? Another way is with visualization. Okay? So if you feel that you may be under some sort of psychic attack and you don't have access to a physical mirror at the time, you can envision yourself either wearing a suit of armor made of mirrors, or I like to imagine that there is a big box around me, and the outside of the box all around me is mirrors, so that it reflects back. Okay? If you've done some scrying, divination, you're certain, okay, you're positive, you have to be positive for this, that someone in particular, okay, you know who, and you have to be sure for this one, you're sure that someone is sending you some bad stuff. You can envision them in the mirrored box, except the mirrors are facing them, so that anything they're trying to send out toward you will be reflected back from them on many, many angles. Okay? You have to be really sure for that one. Okay? You can use mirrors to manifest things as well. So you can stand before the mirror, okay? You can use lipstick or a grease pencil, paint, even those non-permanent markers, okay? And you can draw a sigil or a rune or whatever image that will represent your desire, okay? And then you'll infuse that mirror with your intent, with your desire, and know it is done, okay? Another way of using it is using your reflection, okay? So you reflect your image in the mirror, okay? And then while you're gazing into your reflection, you will draw the sigil, the rune, or whatever representation of that which you wish to have manifest in your life. You will draw it on the mirror, see it upon you, upon your reflection, and know that it is done. Okay? So you've infused yourself with that energy, with that symbol. And then you'll put the mirror away until the next day, and then you will wipe. You'll know it is done. Your magic is done, and you will wipe off the symbol without looking into the mirror, without looking at it, okay? So you'll look at it at first, and then as you're wiping it off, though, you're not looking, okay? You could check to see if it's all off, wipe again, kind of thing. Also, you can use, let's see, some of these have little things on the bottom so that I can place my crystals or things that I wish to reflect. So sometimes if I'm doing a healing spell, you know, and I want to reflect that energy from all angles at my target to heal them and help them feel better, I will place a candle here with the crystals and the herbs and reflect that beautiful energy, send it on their way, okay? So here we have another type of mirror magic that I use. I'm just gonna take my things out of here so I can show you. All right, so this is reflective inside. So this candle holder I use for special purposes. This candle is lit with appropriate things around it. It is my own candle for myself. Okay, it's for healing myself, it's for connecting with my higher self. So when I light the candle, this one, okay, my holy daemon, holy guardian angel, whatever you call it, it's the same thing. I light that candle and I am open to communicating freely. Although we are open to communicate freely with our holy guardians, our holy daemons at all times, okay? This is a time that I set apart to specifically do that every day, okay? And then if I feel like I need a little bit of self-love because I'm feeling down or whatever, I'll place appropriate crystals inside around the candle as well, and reflect that into my being. I hope that you have found this helpful. I am so very grateful that you joined me for this, and I want you all to know that I appreciate each and every one of you. I wish you many blessings. See you next time.